Alright guys, it's your boy Bibi, and you're watching Culture Talk.
Okay, so Bibi.
Wagwan, bro.
Wagwan!
It's been a long time coming.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, but I'm glad to be here.
Happy to have you. Humbled and honored. How have you been?
Ish, I've been good, man. You know, I finished school last year. Just recently had my graduation ceremony. Yeah. So, yeah, man, I'm just looking forward to, starting life properly, make some money here and there,
Amen to that.
Yeah, man.
So, as far as the new year, how's the new year treated you?
I mean, ups and downs here and there, a few losses, but right now I'm feeling good. That's all that matters.
Amen to that.
Looking forward to the future. You know what it is like.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you just have to be positive, bro, in these things, man.
Blessings on your journey, my guy. And so, do you know why you're here today, or do you have to explain?
I mean, you have to explain. Why am I here today? You tell me. I don't know.
So, Bibi on Culture Talk. Welcome to Culture Talk, by the way.
Thank you.
This is a podcast which has diversified from Anchor, now on YouTube. So I use this podcast to highlight and spotlight stories, interesting people,
So I'm interesting.
Yes, sir. 100%. No, I think it is important because I feel like in Zambia we have this culture where we only want to highlight the big fish. But there's different levels of fish, you feel what I'm saying?
That's true.
And I feel like you're someone on the come up, whatever field it is, and we're going to find out. And specifically, I want to talk about the extraordinary gentleman. Gentleman? Yeah. Gentleman. So with one of the gentlemen, could you please walk us through that process and the conception?
Okay, so yeah, XG for short, Extraordinary Gentlemen. It's just a YouTube channel that I started with three of my boys, Muna, Daliso, Wengo, shout out to them. And we've been going for 2 years now. I think we started 2020.
Yeah.
It's going well. I mean, I can't complain, bro. You have to really acknowledge when you've done something.
True.
You don't have to go that far in a few years. But yeah, we're making progress, and I'm looking forward to you guys seeing what we have in store for you in the future. More content coming the way. Give us a follow YouTube, IG at Extraordinary Gentlemen ZM.
Right.
So yeah, it's going well, really.
So what drove you guys to create the channel? Because obviously, there's a lot of channels out there. What was your sort of inspiration?
Yeah, so mainly, Daliso had hit me up. He's like, oh, bro, because we used to watch a lot of these guys, Sidemen, F2 freestylers, just little YouTubers. So bro, we can actually do this in Zambia,
True.
And it's just been something that we're working towards.
Okay.
We'll get there, where we want to go, we'll get there eventually. It's just a matter of us releasing more videos, linking each other frequently. Yeah, that's really what we're working on.
So is the goal to get finances from to grow and become a monetized channel, or what's the story? Is it just kind of?
I mean, the goal is really to reach a wider audience.
Okay.
That you have a short-term goal.
Yeah.
So right now we're just trying to grow, gain our publicity and all that.
I feel.
And then hopefully in a year's time we can be trending.
First, yeah.
We'll see how it goes, man. Yeah.
And has your life changed since becoming an extraordinary gentleman? Have people see you differently, or is it kind of the same?
I mean, kind of, because so that thing. Okay, let's say I go out, then oh yeah, that guy from XG. not that much, but just here and there,
some recognition.
yeah. So, I mean, it's good to feel that way, almost, but I'm just trying to build really.
And how have your family do your family know about it? Or?
I mean, yeah, they do.
Okay.
Well, my sisters, my brothers, they will watch. My parents aren't really into YouTube as much, but they know, I tell them, I'm going to record YouTube and all that.
True.
But they haven't really sat down to watch and all that.
Take into it now.
Yeah.
Okay. So that conversation for no focus on school, it never happened.
School is done,
True.
So they can't really say much focus on school and all that. It's just, it's one of those. As long as I'm not performing,
True.
It's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I want to take you a bit back in time. So obviously we've come past COVID. How was life then for you?
What, during COVID?
Yeah, was it tight? Were you locked down? Were you here? Were you there?
I was in the UK, obviously. I think I was in second year or so. And that's like the hardest part of it, like in the middle,
Sure.
you know. So yeah, transitioning from online to online class and everything, it was nice at the point.
Yeah.
It was like, I mean, who wants to go to school? You know, everything is online, you know, Zoom classes. But after some time, you're like, okay, I miss interacting with people, you know, all the time you're just in your room. Like, yeah, it was a bit wild. So when I came back to Zambia, at least here it wasn't that bad, you know, there wasn't really like lockdown and everything. Then, yeah, I went back for like my final year. So I did my final year online, which also, you know, chingered me a bit. It's like, bro, you're not celebrating with your mates that you finish. I feel like I didn't finish properly because like my last year of school was like remote. But yeah, like, I mean, it is what it is. You can't really change most of these things.
Did you find you consumed more content during lockdown?
Like watching a lot of things and stuff, yeah. Which I don't know if that was a good or a bad thing, you know, because I'm one person, I don't like staying indoors too much. You know, you start thinking too much, like everything. You're watching the same things over and over. But like, yeah, it was an enlightening experience almost, you know, like you learn different things, you start to value different things more, you know. You don't take a lot of things for granted, like, you know, yeah,
So would you say you consume more local content or international content?
I would say international.
And has that, do you think, influenced the content you create?
To a certain extent, because it's like, you know, the thing is, locally with Zambia, these industries like music, film, whatever, content creation, YouTube, it doesn't get that much recognition.
True.
You know what I mean? So it's almost like, how can you aspire to be like that?
Very true.
When it's like, you know,
I get you.
You're shooting low. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's almost like you try and see what's really popping. You know what I mean? If it was like if a Zambian YouTuber used to get like 1 million subs and they're creating like different content, obviously that can be my inspiration. Okay. But that's not really the case. You get it? So yeah, to answer your question slightly, but yeah, I mean, there are a lot of Zambian content creators that because even like Mix, for example, you know, the starter pack stuff. Yeah. That's something that was different, especially when it just came out. Like, I was very invested into it, you know. So that's also an inspiration that I can look towards, you know.
And how have you found people support structures? Do you think you've been supported, like going into the content creation world, or has it been a bit slow?
It's a bit slow. Yeah, let me not sugarcoat it. It's a bit slow.
No, man, to be honest, yes.
Yeah, like, you know, the support is there from like the close people, but you know, from people that, you know, maybe like they claim to be your boy, or what, like it's not really there, you know, because yeah, man, like you can even tell from like views and stuff. Like when you drop a video, you get like 300 views, you're like, bruh. Literally on my IG story, I'm getting 1.5k views. You know what I mean? Like, that difference is almost like, you know. But yeah, like I said, sometimes you don't really have to like concentrate on other people. True. You know, you just have to do your thing. Because if you're always looking at what, like, oh, this person's not watching, this person's not watching, you're actually not moving forward. Like, you're not going to get to where you want to go.
It's an interesting point that you make there. So I want to talk a bit about mental health. I don't know if you know, but right now there's a lot of guys struggling with that. So what has been your experience? Obviously now you're a content creator, you're quite active on social media. What do you think social media does as far as mental health for guys? Do you think it boosts it, like batters it? What's your view?
I think there are a lot of things that it's like a double-edged sword, you know. Either it's good for you or it's bad. Sure. And it really is what you make it. Yeah. At a certain point for me, like when COVID started, my mentor wasn't very, you know, and it got to that point where I had to stay off socials. Wow. Because like it was almost I'm sad, but I'm not really dealing with it.
I feel you.
I'm just using distractions to like sort myself out. I'm just on my phone, on IG, watching people in Zambia that are chilling. I'm feeling bad, like, oh, I should be there, you know, like. But then again, your boys are sending you memes this side. You have a laugh here and there. It's also helping you. You get.
Yeah.
So for me, I feel like if you've got an issue, you're better off solving it before like, because it's very easy to let these distractions overcome you, and then you're not really happy.
Right.
You get. You're just distracted. You're just temporary stuff. What. So yeah, with guys, it's a bit hard for most guys to talk about the stuff that they're going through, you know.
True.
I just feel like you should find that one person that at least you should speak to, because there are times when you feel like, oh, you're alone, what you're feeling isn't real, you shouldn't be feeling how you're feeling, but yeah, you should really just speak about it and deal with it, you know.
And would you say your circles are supportive of that aspect of you, the mental and everything?
Yeah, I would say. Also, like, my friends have gotten me through a lot of stuff, you know, like, especially the close ones. So, yeah, you know, you need to have, like, a very good circle. You need to know who the real ones are, you know, who's just there for, like, you know, meantime. And just invest in those that invest in you, basically.
I feel you. So, do you have any advice for guys struggling with like, self-worth? You know, they want to put themselves out there, whether it's via social media and stuff, but don't really have the courage to...
I mean, everyone is different, you know. I, too, myself struggled, like, you know, self-worth, like, I obviously have, like, doubts of myself.
True.
At the end of the day, you only have, like, one life. You only have, like, you know, you're only going to be yourself once. You can't be anyone else. So you just have to, like, accept that you are who you are and just do what you want to do, you know. You don't have to like care about what other people think about you, you know. It's your life, so you should decide what you want to do with it.
I feel you. And obviously you've shouted out quite a few people, but would you like some final shout outs before we close out?
I think I've shouted out who I have to shout out. I mean, shout out to you though, for like having me, you know. I mean, like I've been watching you as well, like I'm wishing you well, bro. Like just keep up the consistency, you know. Like,
appreciate you, my guy.
That's all we need to do, and like you said, you have to give each other a spotlight, you know. Like, you need to let each other shine, you know, build each other up. That's how life is, you know.
Thanks, my guy. So, any last words, grandma, mom, dad, sister, girlfriend?
No, we're good, bro, we're good.
All right, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me, man.
This is Bibi from XG, Extraordinary Gentleman. So, obviously, link will be down below. The video
Give
will pop up.
Subscribe to our channel, you know, and we'll be dropping content soon.
Yes,
Don't worry
sir.
about that, yeah.
Anyway, I'll leave your socials down below as well.
All right, cheers, bro. Love
Thanks.
for that.
Bless.
Caught in the act.